Yeah. Now let's cover what might help me. If we think of these as paths, okay? I don't have a lot of the words. I don't understand a lot of the. I understand the concept as well as you, but I don't have a value to assign to some of the reactions. Quantum physics, anything. And what would help me more than anything is, if you start to see the 12, the 6 and 6s and the pass, because you'll see them real quick. Just pick something, physics, quantum physics. Just give me a short sentence on what it represents, and then the words that describe the reactions or the notes. That way I've just got them right there. And we'll just go back and forth with that. I think as soon as we assign, and you guys need to do this, we've got to start with a best guess on the notes, and I have a feeling it's going to be right. Okay? We know Sunday is Sunday, God. Monday is Moon Day. What's Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday? We start getting that, and then we look at the notes and we say, we know what C is. I mean, that's life. That's us, that's God. It's not one or the other, it's everyone. C is everybody. So we know C, then we need to look at A and B have a big role in all of this. A especially because C squashed it. What happened is, and this is the only way perpetuality could happen, is the scale shifted, C became A. B and E had to be saved for it to maintain perpetuality. So, although they're diverting, it's just not where they skip over it and it's gone. I mean, because the steps were there. It's just the uneven flow is going to get to it. The impact secured it. So what happened is on the 8th day, middle C was created. Let's see, is that right? 7. A, 8th day, middle C. Well, it could have been the 10th day that caused the shift. As soon as that shift happened, the past became the future. Because on that 8th day, perpetuality would have been established. Well, no, that can't be right. That can't scratch that. Yeah. It still had to complete the 14 and then start. No. It had 8. C expanded from within. See, that's what happened. That's what music is. Yes, it was into the second octave, which would equal perpetuality. C bridged the past, became A, and then bam, it went a different direction. It expanded from within. So all the other stuff, was gone. If you build a model, it's going to come up with the same thing. You can build a model of my scale. I don't know how the water binds, but it's not going to be hard for us. God wants us to see this. He wouldn't have done this to me, but I had to pay a hell of a price to do it, and I realize that, But I'm strong, and I've come out stronger. And I was able to maintain, but I'm not going to fight anymore. I mean, the politicians and all them, they're gone. They already know it. Governor Fallon is resigning. But if she confesses, she can just go back to work and go to her family. I'm also mercy. So all the stuff you've heard is real. Everything you read in the Bible, it's no joke. That's our dimension. We live in our dimension. God is above us, and He has a God, and his God has a wife, and then he's got 10 gods, and they'd all like for us to visit. So let's say we're born in amniotic fluid. It's going back to the deal on the fire, so we can go back to it. We are one. You were always one with anything that was you. There's no way our body can transform into particles and go and then rebuild and regenerate. But it's very well possible that we could go back to amniotic fluid and go up there as a cup of water. You know, he wouldn't have sent music if he didn't want us to find him. I mean, what's the point? Just to try to make our lives better? He didn't know if he didn't know if it'd make us any better. He is so pure that music is purity. I've always believed that. You ought to hear me play. And I haven't played. And I'll tell you what, I was obsessive about the guitar. And then about October 27th is when I started writing a Bible, you know. And I haven't played since then. But that's cool, because when I come back to music, I mean, this music started at 60, and I got a guitar tuner. And all at once I had tuned guitars. All at once I figured out I could play. And I really can't play. I end up with a 7th power choir because I've got a lot of development to do on my voice, but I can damn sure do 7 different voices. I have talent beyond talent, but I was just tied up with the poison of, I will not let any man violate me. I will never give up. I will go to prison right now. If someone violates my rights, I'm not going to shut up. They tried to shut me up, put me in the mental institution. Then the mayor, the governor, and Mr. Warren jumped on board. And I win. My checkmate is complete. But it doesn't matter. It really doesn't. We've already entered a new age, because look at my Facebook, Ron Wade. I had 200 friends, and Facebook allowed me to run up to 5,000. They kept giving me error messages that, I was abusing it, but they didn't shut me down. They contacted me right off because they knew I'd become a wave at Facebook. Most of the people don't even respond to the right posts because they don't know if I'm crazy or not, But if you look at my logic, now there's times that I was confused, but you need to see when you read my posts. That's why I'm not going to change any. You have to understand the torment, because that's going to fill in a lot of holes. If these people confess, Jason could be invaluable. I've given them chance after chance, and this is their last chance. They either confess today or I won't have anything to do with them. I can find someone else as bad as Jason. But you see what I'm saying? We need to match me against my opposite, and then we know how to really fix people, and we should be able to pick this stuff up. The propensity to become depraved is inherent. So you should see a pattern of just simple decisions that you see your kids make that make you realize that was a corrupt decision. They can't control what they are. So what you do is you become perceptive, and you pick up the patterns, and you just adjust. You look at their good against their bad. The patients at TCBH and Laureate, immediately I want some protected. So please, that is priority number 2. I want Elizabeth, it's either Bowles or Knowles, located and gotten to a hospital. I adopted her for life, and by God, I'm going to do it. Those people, Edward, I want to actually get him a space shuttle and a blue tarp so we can go 150 miles in the rain. This all kind of originated in TCBH because I came out and I envisioned a ranch complex these people are imperfect, but they're good people, and they just get thrown around everywhere. I mean, these people need to be taken and adopted for life. And I thought, God, people do that in a minute. Just one or two people that you just keep track of and make sure that they're okay. The secrets in Elizabeth have to be tremendous, because look at the price she paid. Look at the price these people paid. They were at the lower end of normalcy, which means they got something that will knock our socks off. That's the thing. Everybody has one thing they're better at than anybody else, and one thing that they're worse. But they're not opposites. They're not opposites. That's why you got to see that balance, and you got 10 things to adjust to bring it back to zero. It's all about TDC. So when I was more in the poison phase, I was actually going to post a method to take bowls and spin them against top dead center based on the depravity scale. You should read my work. It is, I've covered everything. I just look at stuff and say it's wrong. It's almost right, but it's wrong. I have covered everything. So start at 1027, and that's going to give you even more, a lot more. But listen to a few of these and kind of get the flow. See where I'm going, because I'm very immature in the beginning. I know I'm right, but I'm just, what the hell? I'm just now today confident. I don't give a fuck what anybody else thinks. I'm right. I can't be knocked down. Science will not let me get knocked down. So, okay. I'll come back. I'll kind of pick up that train of thought, but that's what I should be doing. When I lose my train of thought, I'll stop, wait a bit, and then listen to the past minute so that I continue the path. So I'll be pretty good about redundancy, and when we meet, we're going to have a lot of fun. So okay.